Hey budget friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie, and today I'm going to be doing my January 2023 budget calendar. I'm going to write all of our paydays on here and when our bills are due, and then I use the Budget Moms highlighter method to mark the bills that are going to come out which weeks, so I know how to plan my paycheck budgets. So the first thing I'm going to write on here is our paydays. My husband did get paid today, January 30th. So I'm just going to write that up here on the top because we'll be using that paycheck to cover some of the bills that are in this first week of January. On the 6th, him and I both get paid. So I'm going to write payday times 2. On the 13th, only he gets paid. On the 20th, we both get paid. On the 27th, only he gets paid. And then February 3rd, oops, I put times 2, it doesn't go there. On February 3rd, we will both get paid. All right, now I'm just going to write out our bills, when they're due, and how much they are. I apologize for the lighting. I'm by our sliding glass door, and it's like the sun comes up on the back side of our house, so it's casting a shadow on the table. On the 3rd, my van payment is going to come out for $355. My van wouldn't start yesterday. I went to the grocery store to pick up a few things we needed because if you saw my haul from last week, you know it was really small. So I had created a grocery order for yesterday to pick up, and when I went to go get it, after I dropped my son off at daycare, my car wouldn't start. So I had to have my car towed to the dealership to see what was wrong with it. We do have AAA, so I didn't have to pay for the tow, but I'm anxious to hear from the dealership what the damage is going to be as far as what's wrong with my van. It isn't an old car. It's a 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, so hopefully it's just the battery. My check engine light did come on Christmas Eve when I was already driving it. And I went and had the codes read, and it didn't say I had a battery issue, but that's what the dealership is making it sound like it is, just a battery issue, so we'll see. On the 3rd, my husband's life insurance policies come out. One is $7 and one is $35.93. Every Friday we pay daycare, so that's going to be $140. On the 8th is our Instant Ink subscription for $106. On the 9th, we have one of our ViStar credit cards for $300. Uh-oh. Canine Instinct. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second, guys. Let me get a new pen. Okay. My husband's cell phone is also going to come out. Oh my gosh, this pen isn't working either. There we go. My husband's cell phone is 108. Oh yeah, let's do story time. So I told you guys that I switched to Mint Mobile. My son and I were on a Mint Mobile plan together. So I switched, a Cricket plan together. So I switched us to Mint Mobile, and we paid for 3 months and got 3 months free. So since it was coming up to the end of the month, I went ahead and initiated the swap to like move our numbers over to Mint. And the phone that I bought from Cricket won't unlock. Like, apparently it's a known issue. I have a Motorola One 5G that I bought from Cricket, and they said I'm only able to unlock it from the app, but every time I try to unlock it, I get an error code. And then, you know, of course, they're giving me the runaround and making me jump through hoops like an old latte dog about, you know, what the remedy for this is, because my phone's under warranty. You know, I should be able to unlock it, but I can't. So now I'm at this point where it's like, oh, well, we've put in a ticket and call us back in 3 days. So I just went ahead and ordered a new phone, like a refurbished phone from Walmart. That should be here Saturday so that I can talk on the phone. Like, my son's line, he's good to go because the phone he's using is an old one I had from when I had AT&T. And so he's good to go with Mint Mobile. I'm the only one who can't use the phone. So it's been really annoying. On the 11th, our FPL bill is going to come out for $25.66. Don't ask me how I got a bill for $25.66. That's what it says. It's on auto pay, so that's what we're going to pay. I confirmed that our solar hasn't been hooked up yet, so I know that this is like the minimum charge you can pay FPL. Like when you're on solar, if your house is generating enough power for your home to operate without needing any power from the power company, that's the lowest amount you can pay. So I'm not sure what's going on considering our solar panels are not turned on yet, but I ain't mad at it. On the 12th, my husband's truck payment's going to come out for $576. Then on the 13th, we're going to have daycare for $140. On the 14th, let me see, can y'all see me? Yeah. On the 14th, our second ViStar credit card is going to come out for $660. On the 15th, our pet insurance is going to come out. That's $38 each. On the 16th, one of our Chase credit cards is going to come out for $115. On the 17th, our cloud storage is going to come out. Got something coming out every day. That's so funny. $6.99 for that. Life insurance for me is going to come out on the 18th for $36.40. And our Netflix is also going to come out for $16.79. On the 20th, we have daycare for $140 and Chase number 2 for $82. On the 23rd, we have our mortgage for $1752.36. Chase number 3 on the 24th for $104. Daycare on the 27th. Our streaming service, Next Gen, on the 30th for $20. And that is all. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in and highlight all of the paydays and the bills that we're going to pay with those paychecks. On my husband's check that he got today, we're going to pay my van, his life insurance policies. We're also going to pay for daycare this week, but that's like here. Next Friday when we get paid, we'll pay daycare, Instant Ink, 5-Star, his cell phone, the internet, FPL, and his truck payment. That's changing the color of the, because of the ink. That's funny. Then on the 13th, when he gets paid, we're going to pay daycare, 5-Star, our pet insurance, Chase, cloud storage, my insurance, and Netflix. Then on the 20th, when we both get paid, we'll pay Chase, daycare, our mortgage, and our last Chase bill. And then on the 27th, we will pay daycare and next gen. Oh, something else that I want to put on here. It's not necessarily a bill, but I mean, it's a must-have. We get our son's medication every 2 weeks. And I just like to know like when I'm going to have to do like both medication refills and single medication refills. My son is 3 years old, and he was born with supraventricular tachycardia, which is SVT. So his heart beats like someone who's been exercising or running at a high rate constantly without his medication. So needless to say, without his medication slowing down his heart rate, then he will build up fluid around his heart, go into congested heart failure. So it's very important that he gets his medication on time. That's what I want. 3 times a day we give it to him. And we have to get it every 2 weeks because one of the medications he takes is a compound, and it's a refrigerated medication, and it's only good for 2 weeks. So like here, the 7933, he is going to need the refrigerated compound and one other medication. So this one is just the refrigerated compound. So every 2 weeks we buy the refrigerated compound for him. It's only good for 2 weeks. I wish it lasted longer, but it doesn't. Hopefully once he's around 5 years old, he can have an ablation on his heart. He has had one before, a small one when he was about 5 months old. At one point he was on 6 medications to try and control his heart. But his doctor, we go to Wolfson's in Jacksonville, which is one of the top hospitals in the country for children's heart care. He has the best doctor in the world. In my opinion, she performed an ablation on him when he was about 5 months old, and the result of that was him being on less medication to control his heart. So now he only needs 2 medications instead of 6, and hopefully in a couple of years, once he's bigger, he has to weigh like 45 pounds, I think, for them to do like a full ablation, and they'll go in through like the vein in his leg up into his heart and cauterize, burn a spot in his heart that will help him not have that problem anymore with his heart beating really fast. So, but that's in a couple of years. For now, we're just giving him the medication and increasing his dosage based on his weight. We were talking about trying to wean him off his medication because I've been told that some children outgrow this condition. Like as they grow bigger, you know, their heart corrects itself on its own. I'll have to find out when we go to his next appointment if we are still doing that or if we're just going to keep him on the medication for now. But yep, that's a look at my budget calendar for the month of January. So when I do my paycheck budgets, you guys will see me pulling these bills into them based on what week it is. And I just like to do this so that I don't have to do too much thinking when it's time for me to go ahead and do the paycheck budget. I already know what I need to put in it. And aside from our variable expenses that I do every week, like gas and groceries, eating out, those three usually stay constant every week. And then like pets and kids, I kind of do it based on what I know is coming up. Like if the dogs need dog food, or if it's time for their flea and heartworm medicine, or if the kids have a class party coming up, or, you know, whatever the case might be. I did want to show you guys what I made that I'm going to be using starting in January. So just hold on 1 minute and I'll grab it. Okay, so this is my budget notebook for 2023. It's just a 2-inch binder that I got from Walmart. My son got like a mindful coloring book for Christmas, so I just took one of the pages out and colored the picture a little bit and wrote on it 2023 budget. But I made some like budget sheets of my own. I had been using the Budget Moms. You can get a printable from the Budget Mom on her website for $2 for the paycheck bill tracker. It's blank. You know, I typed all of this in on a PDF reader. I wrote it in and then printed it out. So you can get like a file of this for $2 on her website if you just want to like print out a paycheck bill tracker and use it over and over and over again. Then it's a really good deal. That's what I started out with. But then I just wanted to zhuzh it up a little bit, a little razzle dazzle. So then I made my own little budgeting sheet here based off of like what I've seen other people do and the Budget Moms template. I just made this for January on a Word document. So I'm going to be using these sheets for my monthly budget and my paycheck trackers every week. And then I got so tired of writing on like lined paper, doing my expense tracking on lined paper and like having to draw on the lines. So I made a expense tracker too. So it looks a lot neater than what I've been doing. So I'm excited about this the most because it's just a lot better than what I've been doing with the regular lined paper. So yeah, that's what you guys can look forward to seeing starting the end of this week when I do my first budget with me for January. I'll be using my little gold sheet here, and I'll be tracking my expenses on the expense tracker that I made. So that is going to be it for this budget calendar setup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned. My next video is going to be my monthly budget for January. I'll see you guys then. Bye.